Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. So Nebraska's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Huskers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's key. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking for room. It's eyes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Taylor.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, better look out! Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play...
There he goes! He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver's free. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Crosses to 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tries to do it himself on the draw. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
First play of the period, first down here. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now on the counter. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guy sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now.
Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Off the play fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Runs through the tackle. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barney. Quick step and go. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskers.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and Wilson
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it from the gun. The Cornhuskers would keep this drive going. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. And wings it incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cornhuskers have pushed it inside the 20. The handoff to Johnson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The give. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Off play action. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go. No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game, and even if you don't get it, they're now going to have to drive the entire field.
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Slams it ahead. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Taylor has it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To throw, it's Lindsey. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Lowers those pads. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Hunter. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Rushes on him. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Trying to get the edge with a quick touchdown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Ives. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Key. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the air on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Makes a man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides to back and leads it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Oh, he's got some space. Bounced off his feet.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Huskers will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires to the big fella.
And that's another Golden Gopher.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Got his man. Touchdown, Minnesota! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This drive will open from the 15. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Raiola. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Huskers decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fair catch called for and made. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Golden Gophers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 11 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
Get it out on the screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and we are tied coming down the stretch. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Barney. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bonner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Key. At the 35, he's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They'll give it to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
That one stings, man. Fourth quarter tie football game. You trusted your kicker to come through, and he gives you the dreaded doink. And that means you know it was so close to being in, that one might come back to bite him.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry up. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The holder will kneel at the 33. A 43-yard attempt for the win. Good, right down the boulevard. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports.